Hello and welcome to Conan Exiles, the Beginner's Guide 2025. And today we are going to be doing the sorcery journey, and hopefully we will also get some other stuff done, but that will be later on depending on how this goes. So we have to find and defeat a sorcerer, which is pretty easy. The one place I like to go is over here by the dregs, just past. There is a cannibal camp over here, just before you hit the dregs, which is the first dungeon that you do. So we're going to go to D4. This is where we go. And E4. Alright, so we'll get back when we get there. Okay, so here we are on E4. And that caravan right there is the current event, which is the bounty hunter, sorcerer bounty hunter. When you get to this, you can actually either knock out. Alright, he has a weapon. You can either kill or knock out a sorcerer and bring the skull to one of these guys. You can bring the knockout sorcerer here, or the skull to one of these to here. And you are going to get some ancient coins that you can then use to buy something from these guys. We're not gonna get into that right now because we are here to kill a sorcerer and start sorcery. As always, this is very likely to get messy if we get too many people coming in. Now you go ahead and hit him, or I keep hitting this one. Value here. We can use the curatives, and we actually should use the curatives right now. Now we're going to put you to stop following for the time being. No, actually you get on the way and they come for you, so we're gonna use you as bait. Coming or not? There he is. Can you go ahead and get him? Or we just... There it is. And he has nothing of value either. Now on one of these benches there is a recipe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is it. The fire weapons. They're just for looks there. They're starters.
I see prey.
Yep. How about you come and get me? There's the sorcerer we need. There's the other guy. Very glitchy tonight. glitchy can be good, but most of the time it isn't. And we have lost our sorcerer. So we're gonna have to kill another one. Now let's see, can I... No, definitely not in here. Alright, so we're gonna go here. This fire. And we're gonna let him finish her off. But he completely missed. There it is. We are going to need some bone. Alright, so let's just send you to hit that one, because he's gonna come join the party without an invitation.
Come and die! Your heart will be eaten! Now your feast is killed!
Alright, how about we run away? Nicely done. Now, I don't know when I got hit, but with all the glitches happening right now, there's nothing I can do. Okay, there is nothing of value here. There is something of value here. Nope. Well, how about here? Well, there is nothing of value either. Oh, dictionary. With this ones we learn languages. We have learned the Black Kingdoms. Now there is for sure another sorcerer over here. He's usually standing alone right there. We can use the water skin and the skulls. Skulls are an ingredient for the sorcerer, by the way. Alright, now, when we kill these guys, there's a fair to good chance that one of these satchels also has a truncheon. But what we're looking for is this, the sorcerer's spell pages and the map. The map is going to show us where to go, and we see this junction here and the cave, so that looks like this junction here, and the cave seems to be somewhere around here. So that's where we're gonna go, but first we are going to do a little extra, because we are here and we didn't do everything. Homeboy is really slow at fighting. That is not a good thing. Alright, there's another sorcerer. Oh, there seems to be some knowledge here. Alright, that's a emote. Comb your hair. Yep, that's it. Usually the spirits tell me what it is. Alright, so we are going to go up against this sorcerer.
Oh!
I keep getting hit without even knowing. I think that's because homeboy here continues to take his time. There we go. We never got stuck.
You picked the wrong fight!
Yeah, now you're coming about. Oh.
God's take
Oh, I'm gonna be dead soon. Very soon.
God's take
Oh, there you go. Well, thankfully we put the roll down close by. That's not something you want to watch when you're doing a beginner's guide. But it happens that sometimes you die, and sometimes it glitches.
Die! Die!
Alright, let's see. Oh, now you fought him. You need to heal up. You need to come with us. And what did they have of value? They got nothing about you. Yep, nothing about you at all. Now, one of the reasons we want to come here is for a recipe. We will not be doing that. Is the entrance to the dregs. That's a beginner's dungeon. You can do it as soon as you have a follower, or solo if you want. We will not be going in except for one thing, which is to get a recipe and to get some of the material that we will need for the sorcery as well. So let's see, can homeboy go and... No. Alright. You are called the murderer, but you haven't really lived up to your name, and now you're just standing there. So we're pretty much soloing everything now. Okay, now you are a brute. You did not... Oh, fighter 3, okay. Now, we don't need you to follow for right now. Now, one of these will be an archer, so you need to die. Now, we need to sacrifice someone to get in, so we're gonna sacrifice this fighter. Alright, come on, buddy, come on. Yep.
I will feast upon you.
There you go. So once you kill somebody, the door opens and you can enter. Now we are only entering for now. We will do a video on this, but for now we are just going to get some of the materials we need for sorcery. One of which is the glowing goop, which you can find here easily, and this knowledge, the treasure, because this will allow you to make a torch that you can use underwater. So we're coming here, and we are going to need our sickle. So we come here. In order to dive, you use C. And once you're underwater, you can just move with the arrows. Alright, so this is glowing goop over here. That's what we are going to be needing. And there's a little chest here with something that we can also use. And then we're gonna go back up and out of the dungeon, because that's all we needed for now. So now we're gonna go back, grab our horse, and go to the cave that we need. There is also on top over there. Oh, let's just go ahead and activate the obelisk that we have over here. Those make for easier travel later on. Now somebody here was nice enough to build a little something, but you can usually just jump from here to the square. Maybe not. And get up. Oh, we jumped in the wrong thing. I keep showing you guys all the wrong things. Well, you can always come here, go up. Alright, and this obelisk you can just activate, and then you'll have a quick way. When you visit a map room later on, you can just come over here directly and just get to where you need to go if you need to get to the dregs really fast. Now, we are gonna grab our horse and come this way. And the cavern, it says it's somewhere over here. So that's where we're gonna go. I will meet you when I get there. Okay, so here we are. And we're going to go in. We don't need the horse. He's just gonna get on the way. We're just going to run through. This cave is full of corruption, so corruption has something to do with sorcery. But we're not gonna fight these guys, we're just gonna keep on going through. Alright, they're gonna follow us, they're gonna exit eventually. Now in here on this altar, this is our bench that we are going to learn along with the book. Alright, so we get this arcane staff and we get the book, Tom of Turag. Okay, we have 3 spell pages, which is good. We're gonna get started pretty good. And we're going to get our first spell done. Treasure and what have you over there. Present, past, and future, we don't need that. We want this. Shape this forces of nature. And we're gonna get an ice bridge. That way. Nicely done. Now there's some treasure around here we can collect. So we're gonna collect that and then get moving. Some coins. We will need the treasure for when the purge comes, and we also need the coins sometimes to purchase things. Okay, there may be other chests over here. I'm in a little bit of a rush, so we don't want this bridge to collapse before we get out. Alright, that is going to be the final step of sorcery, which is the transporter stone. And we now go back to our place to get the thing started. Oh, sorry about that. With a cough. Still with a little bit of cold. Before I enter any cover, I usually put Okay, so we'll see you back at base. Oh, okay, we are back at base. There are some goodies that we have, like this steel, perfected steel mace. Makes more damage. And we need our trusty hammer to make a bench. Crafting stations, and we have a new one, sorcery. The bench. We need 300 rocks. We need 50 crystal. Iron bar. Now, for the crystal, if you haven't had any on H3, right over here, there is Hanuman's Grotto, and that's where we're going, just to show you where the cave is and where you can get the crystal if you haven't already. Now, I opened a couple of supply crates and I ended up with well over 400 crystal. So we are going to go to Hanuman's Grotto to show you where to get the crystal. I'll show you when I get there. So we're going here. H3. So it's here somewhere around here. I'll show you when I get there. Okay, so here we are on G3, on H3. H3. We're looking at the cave, that's it right there. We have to kill some imps all over the place. Very glitchy. We won't die on this one. But just in case, hopefully I can put my mat here. I have my little mat. I'm gonna put that right there, just in case. We're gonna have the horse stay here, and we're going to go. Now I don't need my curatives though. Alright, we are going to need our torch. We just learned how to do this one. Come on, buddy. There you go. And this one is also an underwater torch. Okay, so here's where the crystal is. Alright, so we get our pick. And it's usually these big ones that has the crystal. And another interesting thing about this cave, you always have this boss here, which can be a real pain. Especially if he gets to do that. Yeah, thankfully we missed it. There we go. And then I just use my hatchet most of the time to get this stuff. And we have more here. There you go. And here's the fun part of this torch. You can go underwater and it still works. And down here we are going to get some more glowing goop should you need it. Okay, now we'll get it back out. Now, over there at the end, there is a 3 skull boss that you need to kill to get his heart and make it an offering. Now, it is so glitchy today, I am not going to do that, but you can if you want to. So we are going to meet you back at the base so that we can finish up making the bench. Alright? Okay, we are back at base, so we're going to get our trusty hammer and put our crafting station for sorcery. We have the crystal, we need iron and stone. Now, we have iron here, or here, or somewhere in there, and we have stone right here. So let's do this. Crafting stations, sorcery, and we are going to put 1 bench. Where do we have any space? Well, we're gonna put it right here. Alright, upgrade your Tome of Kurak. That should be fairly easy. We'll take the tome. We have 3 pages. And let's see what we need. We need rotten meat and a stone. Now we have the stone. Now we need rotten meat. Now I don't have any. I don't have any here. Let's see if one of our guys has one. Alright, you keep not working with me. Alright, how long before this? Alright, this is not gonna happen. Okay, so we need to wait until one of these things runs out. So 20 minutes is the timer, and we'll be back then. Okay, so we have the rotten meat. And we are going to upgrade our tome. When you're doing sorcery, you cannot be encumbered. So always make sure that when you're crafting spells. Okay. So what did we learn? Go to knowledge. And we go to sorcery, and this is where we learn. Blood Rite, Wisp, another Wisp, Soul Drain, we already had the Ice Bridge, and the Reveal Corruption, we already had that too. So, cast the spell. Let's put our nifty little arcane staff on, and one that I like from the get-go is the Wisp, right here on Wield the Forces of Life, Death, and the Undead. And we select this one on the left. The Sorcerer imbues a soul onto their own flesh, illuminating their path. So it's a small space, but you don't need a torch anymore. The torch has a lot more reach. However, you can also use the same thing right over here, where it says the sorcerer imbues a soul onto a fixed point, illuminating the area. So you just point where you want it, and that wisp will stay there. However, the wisp that you put on yourself, you can always take around and even go underwater. And I'll show you right now, it'll stay with you, even underwater. See, still there. And now we're going to try to do at least 3 upgrades on our tome. Hopefully we have all the materials. So let's go craft something else. Let's see. The next upgrade requires feral meat, which I have, and feathers, which we gather from the ostriches when we get our iron. There, we have 600 and change. Slow fall, that's a good one. If you have somewhere that there's no bridge or anything and you need to fall off, you can always fall off slowly with that. Let's see the next. That one, let's see, should be in the forces of nature. It's a wisp of air, so forces of nature. Conjure gust of air, and you need a burlap pouch, which at the moment I don't have. So what else? Now we need glowing goop. We knew that. And saber flesh. Now glowing goop I put here somewhere. Okay, find my there's my glowing goop. We need 10 of those. And we need saber flesh. Which we get from the shellbacks outside. See, we have a field right here. I think I get more with the clicker. Or the axe, actually. I don't have a cleaver, but I have an axe. Yeah, that is more. Let's go up, right? I do apologize for having a cold making the video. Alright, savory meat. And the glowing goop. There it is. Let's craft one more. Now have learned 2 mounts. Let's see. Knowledge. Sorcery. Now we have these 2 mounts. And we learned the Circle of Power, which is a very useful thing because some of the next spells are going to be to recall your body, and you need the Circle of Power to do so. That way, if you die somewhere, you can just respawn at base and recall your body to collect your stuff. What else can we upgrade one more time? We have human flesh and volatile glands. Now, volatile glands you can get from the red imps all over the new part when you come out of the desert. The little red ones that blow up, you can kill them and harvest them. They give you that. In the meantime, I do not have either one of those. So I think this would be a good stopping point for the updates. I have 7. I need more. Now, I'm gonna try. How much of which? Alright, we need human flesh and some volatile glands. We're gonna go get that and be right back. There's one. Okay, there were 2 actually in the same place. Good. We're gonna pick them and get all the glands we can. And we got 13. Alright, we'll see you back at base. Okay, we are back at base. We're going to put human flesh. And we need 2 more volatile glands. Which we have here somewhere. There it is. Okay, let's see how it goes. This will be the last one. For now, there are more to come. Wall of fire. Alright. Now, quick demonstration. Let's see what we need. Arcane staff. We might need a pouch of some sort. Forces of nature. Summon molten magma, and we need a burlap pouch. Now that we do have. We have a burlap pouch right over here. Right here. There you go. And you get surrounded by lava, which damages. Does heat damage to whoever gets into it. Alright, and that concludes today's episode on the beginning of Sorcery. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.